In this lecture, we're going to talk about bypassing directory structures. The previous one was file structure filters, but this one is for directory structures, which is much more common and is very important because the application is usually filter slash backslash dot dot, which allows you to traverse in the directory structure. But there are other ways to traverse the directory structure, and it's very important to not rely on this simple blacklisting to prevent access to the file systems. These can be bypassed by the attackers, and it's very important because, for example, in the previous example you saw, in the previous demo you saw that we didn't want the user to write outside the history folder. So this is an example vulnerable code that you can find in the course materials. There's a loader file that gets the input of the user through the get parameter and changes all HTTPs to HTTPSs and changes all dot dot slashes to dot dot backslash quotation mark. So this is the intent of this application. It doesn't want to allow local file inclusions, remote file inclusions, and any other vulnerabilities. And it wants for sure that none of that exists in the file. We include that file. Sorry, we change the HTTP and HTTPS to nothing, and we change dot dot slash and dot dot backslash to nothing as well. So this is a basic blacklist filtering, but as you can see, this is not filtering the individual slash itself, so it's vulnerable now. Now let's run it and try to exploit it. In this demo, we're gonna try to exploit the code that we just saw and see why it's vulnerable. First of all, keep in mind that it only blocked HTTP and HTTPS, so it might allow FTP and other prefixes that PHP supports, but we're not going to get into that. We're going to do something more simple. We're going to go into the damn vulnerable web applications, set the security level to medium, take a look at the source code of this challenge, the file inclusion challenge. You see that it's the exact source code that we just saw. HTTP and HTTPS, and these directory traversal techniques are filtered out, but the single slash is not filtered out here. Another important thing is that this is not filtering dot dot slash slash, because if you put dot dot slash slash, then it's going to replace that and just leave out a single slash for you. So instead of file1.php, I'm going to enter this parameter. And you can see that it just dumps the information for me. It just includes that file and gives me all the information. So instead of dot dot slash, we're using dot dot slash slash, which is filtered into a single slash. But in the impossible mode, you can see that in the source code it has used whitelisting. So if the file is not the ones that exist in that directory, then it doesn't let you include it. So this is now safe. As you can see, it doesn't even include that file because it knows that it can't be vulnerable using this. So whitelisting is secured in this case.